You always hear, and I always say, that our pets need a balanced diet. But what exactly makes up this balanced diet? While commercial food answers this by putting things on a label, it gets a bit harder with fresh food. So, today we are going to go on a diet audit and look at all the things you need and also what I look at that makes up a balanced diet.
Welcome to the Practical Pet Parenting Podcast, where science and research meets simplicity, practicality, and humor. Because we all know that pet parenting isn't just one thing. It's magical, beautiful, life-changing, frustrating, and overwhelming all at the same time. I'm Dr. Ashita Suresh, a vet, a mom, a dog mom, on the multiple species pet parenting journey just like so many of you. Join me as we cut through the noise, fear, and fluff and take pet parenting from overwhelming to, well, barely manageable.
So, first we have the macros. The big three that we look at are protein, fat, and carbs. We need to have a dedicated source for each one. When it comes to protein, the quality is just as important as quantity. And by quality, we mean two things: how easy it is for the body to digest, and how many amino acids the protein source has. Contrary to popular belief, the body doesn't really care about the protein itself. Whatever protein is taken in is broken down to amino acids, and these amino acids are again used as building blocks to make the protein that your pets need. So, this means we need to give the body as much of a variety in the building block amino acids as possible. In general, animal proteins are much more easily digested than plant protein, and eggs and fish are much more complete, meaning that it has almost all the amino acids than other sources. Next, fats. Though quantity may differ, fats are necessary and need a dedicated source. Using fish oil can essentially bridge the gap of omega 3s as well, but technically, any oil can be used as a fat source. Next, carbs. Carbohydrates are used in two ways. One, to make up any calories that are needed even after the addition of fat and protein, and two, as fiber. More on that later. After this comes a calcium source. Calcium is one of the most common deficiencies in homemade diets, as there is usually no dedicated source in the ingredients that we commonly use to cook for our pets. It's best covered either by eggshell powder or a supplement. But eggshell powder is a tricky thing because very small amounts, like really small amounts, are needed, and excess calcium is also not a good thing. A supplement is generally the safer bet if you're winging it, as they have prescribed dosages. After this, we need to check for the vitamins and the microminerals. These are one of the hardest to get right in fresh food diets because one, they are all important, and because two, they aren't found in big amounts in the foods that we normally think of when cooking for our pets. These are usually met with things like organ meats like liver. Technically, you can also use seeds like pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, etc. But they come with a huge side helping of fat, which means a lot of that also can't be used. Next, we have omega 3. Now, this can be maintained with fish oil or algal oil. Unfortunately, even though flax and hemp seeds technically do contain omega 3, they do not contain EPA and DHA, which is what our pets need. You can check out my previous posts on Instagram for more on that. Lastly, we have fiber. Fiber is part of the carbohydrates and met with sources like carrots and pumpkin. You can also use psyllium husk for a more concentrated source. Now, obviously, this isn't everything, and quantities and proportions definitely matter. But this is how you start. This is how you really start looking at your pet's diet and understanding whether it's adequate or whether you're missing any gaps. The road to great nutrition starts with naming and understanding what's already in the bowl before we try to put in anything more.
Thank you so much for listening to the Practical Pet Parenting Podcast. If you found this helpful, don't forget to follow, rate, or review. Whatever your podcasting app allows you to do it. You can also find me on Instagram at Indian Pet Vet and read more at practicalpetparenting.com. Much love to you and your pets, and see you next week.